Hello, 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 hello. Good evening. Good evening. I'm back. Okay. I am back with few updates because some of you guys have been asking about those proclamations, especially proclamation 10014 and proclamation 10052. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you some updates because what's going on is that pretty much nothing is going on, but I'm just gonna tell you where we stand with those proclamations. Okay, let's start first with the letter. We have a letter that a lot of organizations have. They wrote a letter to President Biden, the 46th President of the United States. They wrote a letter trying to tell him to actually reverse those two proclamations immediately. And the letter is very, very detailed. So I am, after this live, I'm gonna go ahead and update my inbox so that you can read the letter for yourself. I'm gonna leave the link after this live. Okay, I'm gonna leave the link after the live so you can go and read the letter. Let me share my screen with you and we can see what they told him, okay, in the letter. Just one moment, bear with me. This is the letter, okay? This is the letter they wrote to Biden, the 46th president of the United States. It was written on February 5th, 2021. And then it says urgent repeal of the immigrant and non-immigrant visa bans, presidential proclamation 10014 and 10052. For those who are not familiar with those two proclamations, basically those when Trump was in power, he actually issued a lot of proclamations. But anyway, among those proclamations, there was those two proclamations pretty much banning certain people, certain category of people, non-immigrant and immigrant visas from actually entering the United States, whether it was for a family reunification or whether it was for just a tourist trip or just anything. Really, they really ban people legally, people who were actually legal with their visa current to enter the United States. And I guess Trump cited the reason was COVID-19. And he was saying that because of COVID-19, the unemployment was actually high, the unemployment rate was higher, and bringing those people to the US was gonna basically go against the will of the American people, because we first have to take care of the American people, then the other citizen after. I guess some people from H-1B visas were banned as well. So I made a video about who were banned, who were not banned, especially in the family based immigration. I made a video back when those proclamations were taking place. I mean, when they were first issued. So that's when I made that video, pretty much explaining the exceptions. Not everybody was banned, but most people were banned. So I made a video. After this live, I'm just gonna edit my description box. I'm gonna put those links so that you can go and see what was happening back then. But the point being right now is that a lot of organizations like human rights, the Association of Lawyers, a lot of organizations, at least 5 of them, they are putting pressure, apply pressure. This is how it's gonna go. Apply pressure, so that Biden can reverse those proclamations. I mean, for me, pretty much, this is the letter. don't worry about it. I am going to, after this live, I'm going to leave the link in the description box so you can go ahead and read it for yourself. Basically, just telling Biden to actually do it immediately. Okay. So it's a very long, well thought, and those are the nonprofit organization and trade association that came together to write this letter. The names are right there. So pretty much applying pressure. Remember, those proclamations are still out there and people are not coming in. So those organizations decided to write a letter to Biden so that he can do it. So he can do it. But again, what did Biden say? Actually, we have, I'm going to share my screen again with this one. We have a, if you go to the White House, you're going to see the press secretary. So basically when she does her, how do you call it, press conference, they ask her a lot of questions. And among those questions, they were asking her about immigration. And they keep saying that, so we find that immigration, all you're doing in your current administration is review, like reviewing. It says, especially this one says, and just one quick on immigration. You know, some reform advocates have criticized these actions for being reviews or certain program, like the Remain in Mexico program, rather than cancellation. Why review and not reverse some of these programs? So basically, that's what they're telling them. They're telling them that, okay, why are you not reversing things? You just are putting task force. Remember, I've been talking about they're creating task force to study the situation, then come up with better policies, then start to come up with agencies and start implementing those policies and make sure that those policies are being enforced, which is going to take a long time. So that's why this guy was asking her too the same question. Why is it just being reviewed instead of actually reversing some of those bans or some of those proclamations? Okay, let me go back here, and I'm going to leave the links. Don't worry about those links. I'm going to leave it after this live. I'm going to leave those links so that you can go back and read those interviews. This is actually on the White House website, and this interview went on February 2nd. So that's when they were asking her, you know, the press secretary. But then every time they ask her about immigration, she keeps saying that it's being reviewed. And seriously, we don't know when the review is gonna stop. So that's what I wanted to share with you. So let me go back to my screen. Yeah, I'm back here. So that's what I was going to share with you. So they keep saying review. We don't know when those proclamations are going to be reversed. Okay, what we want is those proclamations to be reversed. We don't just want review, especially those travel ban. I don't see why they cannot reverse those, because all they can do is just require a COVID-19 test. If you have a negative COVID-19 test, you just can fly, and then you can put yourself in quarantine. They can follow through with those quarantine things. That's it, and just really lift those travel bans, and that's what's going on. And they don't want to do it. They just want to review. So it's leaving people like in a lot of despair. So I wanted to really just give you what I think might happen. Okay, with those proclamations, what I think that might happen is that Biden is just gonna leave it until, remember, those proclamations are set to expire on March 31st, 2021, this year, pretty much in 2 months. Maybe let's say today is the February 8th, 2021. Pretty much maybe by, it's like 1 month and a couple weeks, in 6 weeks. Let's just say 6 weeks, okay? Those proclamations are going to expire in 6 weeks. So I am feeling that like Biden's just going to leave it like that until the expiration date, and then he's not going to extend those proclamations. That's what I'm thinking. He's not going to extend those proclamations. But what I think he's not going to do is lift them earlier. But because people are applying pressure, maybe he's going to lift those bans early and reverse those proclamations because of the pressure. You remember, apply pressure, maybe it's going to work. So that's one thing I'm thinking. So now the question becomes, for people who have their visa that are going to expire, especially now I'm talking about, give me 1 minute to just drink water. I'm talking about DV lottery winners. Winners, especially for 2021. Some people have the like the expiration date of their visa, or some people were supposed to do their interview, but they never did their interview because ban is there. Not just that, embassy, and there's no routine in the basically no routine in the embassy. They're not taking interviews, or they're not doing nothing, like no business as usual. So those people are stuck. So sorry, I guess the connection or something went wrong with my computer. Sorry, apologize. Something went really wrong with my computer. Sorry, my apology. But so let me hide this chat first so I can focus on this. Okay. So let's talk about, so as I was saying, I was talking about the those proclamations. Okay, nothing has moved yet. We have the letter that I showed you. I am going to leave the link after the live. I'm going to leave the link in the description box so you can read the letter. A lot of organizations came together to send a letter to Joe Biden, the president of the United States, so that he can actually reverse those Trump proclamations immediately. So they are applying, that's a way to advocate and apply pressure, okay? They send a letter and they're following up with that. What is going to happen? We don't know. And another thing parallel to that is that when they ask the press secretary, because she has press conference pretty much every day, and all the time this immigration question always comes up. And when they ask her, and they were criticizing her about those not criticizing her, but the administration, they were talking about why is it that instead of reversing things, you guys are just like reviewing things, okay? She said everything is under review. We're reviewing it. I'll get back to you. I show you all those basically those questions on that press conference on February 2nd. Okay, I'm going to leave the link for that press conference just to know where things stand. But the takeaway is this, because this one was just briefly, I'm gonna leave anytime soon now. The takeaway is this: what is going to happen? My opinion, what I think is going to happen is that Biden is just going to leave those proclamations just like that, because I don't know why, but I think it's just going to, since it's set to expire on March 31st, 2021. So Biden's just going to leave those proclamations like that, and then just let those proclamations expire. That's one way. Another way is that if they keep applying pressure, then Biden is going to lift those proclamations, okay? And people can come in. But let's say those proclamations stay there until March 31st, 2021. What is going to happen? For most people, what's going to happen? They just have to wait until after March 31st, 2021 to actually resume their visa application and so forth. But for certain people, especially DV lottery winners, that's what I wanted to talk about so I can conclude my life for tonight. For DV lottery winner, what is it going to happen? We already have a precedent, okay? We know that some people actually their visa are going to expire on March 31st, 2021. And some people never even got it. They never got a chance to go to the interview. So what is it going to happen? So what is going to happen is we already have a precedent. People are going to file a lawsuit. Okay. Let me share my screen with you and talk to you a little bit about what happened with the DV 2020 and how it end up. So let me share my screen with you. One moment. Okay. Share screen. So this is the case. Remember when those people went to court and took Trump to court? It was Gomez v. Trump. Okay, Gomez versus Trump. They went to court. It was actually in a federal court here in the District of Columbia when they went there and sued the government, the Trump government, because the DV lottery was set to expire, and there was a ban and they couldn't get into the US, and they actually won the case, and they really won the case. I'm gonna leave the link so you can read it, how they won the case and what happened afterwards. So what happened afterwards, we have here, let me show you this. It says general frequently asked question about Gomez v. Trump. So what happened was that the judge decided to order the Department of State to start processing visa, and people were calling the specific embassies to go there and schedule interviews. And if you look at this, basically the decision led to almost 9,000 people DV 2020, sorry, DV 2020 winners, almost 9,000 people to actually get their to get their visa, but it says unfortunately they did not grant similar relief in Gomez regarding visa processing to any plaintiff in family or employment-based visa category. It was only for DV lottery people that won, and they got they went to their consulate and they got their visa processed. So let me stop sharing. I'll leave the links so that you can read it. I will go back after the live and I'll leave the link so you can go and read it so you can have an idea. Like in your case, if something happened like that, you might have a chance because we already have a precedent, okay? So let me go back. So because we already have a precedent about lottery, DV lottery, the same precedent is going to apply. If let's say on March 31st, you can get your visa and something is happening, the proclamations have not been lifted, the ban are still there, the proclamation have not been reversed, what are you going to do? You must file a lawsuit. And especially if you know people, the way you can do it is get in touch with other people, other lottery winners, get in touch, form a group, start writing to those organizations. I'm going to leave the links below so you can write to those organizations because they take those cases like pro bono. You don't have to pay. They take those cases like pro bono. You write to them because they have a lot of resources. They're going to fight in federal court so that your visa can be issued and then you can get here in the US. We already have a precedent. So if I were you, I wouldn't be worried about it. What I would be doing is start getting in touch with other individuals in the same situation so you guys can have a lot of people and start writing the letters to those organizations so they can help you out with the visa processing. Because if the visa thing that, especially the DV lottery, because we already have a precedent, the court will be obligated to follow the precedent. That's just how American law work. We work with case law, okay? So that was it for tonight. Comment below. I'm gonna go back to those comments. Comment below, and I will get back to those comments. I guess tomorrow morning. That was it for tonight. I only wanted to talk about the proclamations, the ban. Where are we? Pretty much nowhere. However, pressure has been applied. Apply pressure, apply pressure. That's why those organizations are there to advocate for human rights, to advocate for immigration, immigrant rights, and etc., etc. And we're here. I'm a solo practitioner. I work on my own. So certain cases, because I don't have enough resources, certain cases I'm not going to take, but certain cases I take. So that's just how it works. But I gave you a lot of tips tonight. Please, if you didn't follow through, please go back and watch this video again. I'm going to leave all the links after this live so that you can go ahead and just get on your case. You know, you need to take your own destiny in your own hands. Don't let those people trick you, because those people, Gomez, went all the way to the federal court and won against Trump. So you can too if you are persistent, okay? So let's end up for today. I will answer your questions tomorrow. I will be tomorrow there and try to comment back. Let me just say one thing. If you want a consultation with me, the way I work is you email me, okay? My email is right there. You email me, you want a consultation, and you briefly say what is about, like what the case is about. I'm gonna email you back, usually right away. I'm gonna email you back, especially if you email me during the work time, okay? Not after hours, because people have to rest and other obligations, okay? If you email me during work time, I am going to email you back and let you know I charge $175 for consultation. Okay, that is called case assessment. We have to assess your case and provide you with possible options. And if you agree with those options, then you can go ahead and we can work on your case. But we have to assess your case first, and sometimes there's no option at all. So I have to be able to tell you, but you have to be able to pay for the time because it's case assessment. It takes time. So that's why I charge $175 up to 45 minutes. Email me. And don't be chasing me down on Instagram because I don't reply there, okay? I'm here on YouTube giving advice and giving general information. And if you need a specific advice for your case, please email me. I charge consultation and then we can work on your case, okay? That's it for tonight, folks. Thank you. You're the most engaged community ever. You guys are just so on it. On the comment, oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. Like on the comments, slow down. You need to slow down on the comments. You guys are just like, oh, you need to slow down on the comments, okay? And give me some time to breathe and then give you the answers, okay? Good night, good night, good night. And I will see you tomorrow. Bijoux Ngwanda here, immigration lawyer in the DC metropolitan. I have to say it because I'm based in DC. And okay, just share this video with your friends too, because some people have family that have DV lottery cases. They might find some hope in this and what I'm saying, because we already have a precedent. Okay, people went there in court, they sued Trump and they won. Okay, they can do that again with Biden. It doesn't matter if you are within your right, you can always sue government. Okay, so let me sign out, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good night. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being my subscriber, the most engaged people on planet. I couldn't ask for more. Okay, you guys are sweet, but you guys have been killing me on the comments. Slow down, okay? Thank you. I'll talk to you later. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you and share, okay?